What's up, everybody? This is Give Your Anxiety here, and I'm making this video to talk to you guys about the next event in AoE3 DE. So this coming Sunday, which will be November 29th, we're going to be having the AoE3 DE Draft League number 2, the second one. Yeah, so this is going to be a really cool event going on this Sunday, starting at 15 GMT. And I'm just going to talk about the event and give out my predictions. And yeah, so let's hop into it. So we have the Guardians versus the Little Lieutenant Colonels. These are just the two teams. Basically, what they did is a lot of players who sign up for this event, and anyone was able to sign up. And there was a live draft where two managers drafted 7 players for each team. So there's a manager for the Guardians, if I'm saying that right, and then a manager for LLC, and they each drafted 7 players. So you obviously the 14 best players that signed up basically got picked. So yeah, let's go through this. And they're gonna be casting this entire event Sunday, November 29th on twitch.tv/ESOC TV. So I'll have the link down below in the description so we can all watch it live. But yeah, so let's get into this. So match 1, we have Minimalt versus the Only Boss. As you guys can see, you can read the graphic here. These are teams. I'll go through it. So each series is a best of 3. How it's working is Minimalt and the Only Boss, they're going to play their series 3 games, and it's just a best of 3. And if Minimalt wins, he gets 1 point for their team. So it doesn't matter if a person wins 2-0 or if a person wins 2-1. It's just whoever wins the series will get 1 point for their team. So if the Only Boss wins the series, he will get 1 point for LLC. And then it's just whichever team here has the most wins, obviously wins the event. Yeah, so those are the rules. Let's get into the predictions. We got Minimalt versus the Only Boss. I'll just read these real quick. And then Conqueror versus Neutral. Myself, Give Your Anxiety versus my brother, Soldier. Azad versus Jeremino, Kaiser Clan versus Samwise, Hazza versus Midal, and Optimus versus Age of Killer. Let me click on this, get another little graphic here. So here you can see the civs for each player. So when you sign up for the event, you had to pick a civ for what your civ is going to be game 1 before knowing who you be matched against. So these are the civs for the players where they have to play as that specific civ just for game 1, and then if you win with a civ, you can't play that as that civ again in the rest of the best of 3. So, Minimalt versus the Only Boss. Whoops, 1 second. Okay, here we go. So, doing a little bit of research here, we got Minimalt. He's currently ranked 22 overall on the 1v1 leaderboard, so quite high ranked. You can see his stats, definitely a good player, and he will be going against the Only Boss. Let's see if we can find the Only Boss's ranking real quick here. The Only Boss. The Only Boss is ranked at 27, so just below Minimalt. Of course, ladders aren't always super accurate, but it does give a pretty good description. If I had to give my opinion, I would say that I think the Only Boss is slightly the better player. It's hard to say, though, because I think they're both really quite even, and Minimalt has improved quite a lot lately, it seems like. And the Only Boss has kind of always been low-key, quite talented. But yeah, looking at the civs here. Okay, looking at their civs, so Minimalt will be playing as Dutch versus the Only Boss playing as Russia. Ooh, that's quite interesting. So Dutch versus Russia on Dakota. What the hell? What is Dakota again? Oh, they had the... I am drawing a blank right now. I can't think of which map Dakota is right now. But... Oh, that's okay. I got it. Dakota is Mendocino, EP Mendocino. So Dutch versus Russia. That's a very interesting matchup. Man, I'm not sure how that plays out. I think, yeah, that should be a really good one. With Minimalt being Dutch, Russia definitely has the options to take that stagecoach. I'm gonna say I think Minimolt will, yeah, I'm actually surprised the only boss isn't going Dutch. The only boss's main civ, I think, is Dutch. I'm going to say Minimolt's going to win game 1. Oof, man, that'd be rough, actually. Okay, I guess I'll say Minimolt's going to win game 1, but then lose the next 2. I'm going to give my point to the only boss here winning. So 1 point for LLC. Then we're going to have Conqueror versus Neutral. Two very talented players. I'm not going to look up their ranking. I don't think that may be a little time consuming, but they're quite high ranked here. So Conqueror will be playing as the German civilization in game 1 versus Neutral's Brits. Ooh, it's always a fun matchup to see on Florida. I think Neutral will win that. I think Neutral's actually kind of a tier above Conqueror. Conqueror is really good, but Neutral's like a top player, like really top. So this is going to be quite a tough series for Conqueror, honestly. I'm going to give Neutral Ball the 2-0 win here, which will give LLC 1 more point there. And then me versus Soldier. Me versus my brother, Soldier. It should be pretty interesting. I was kind of hoping that they would have matched me versus a different player. It kind of makes sense for us not to be matched versus each other, but since we're brothers, I think that they wanted to see this, so that's fine with me. I would have rather have gone versus like Jeremino, or even Breeze, honestly, or the only boss. But yeah, guys, they put me against Soldier, so it should be a pretty entertaining series. Soldier, on paper, Soldier is the favorite, most people would say. But I'm going to give myself the win 2-1. I'll say I'm going to win the series 2-1 in the upset and shock the world. But yeah, this should be a really good series. Well, all these series really should be. So I guess I'll say 1 point to Guardionians there. I can't go against myself, right? I can't make a prediction against myself. It doesn't make sense. All right, so it'll be 2-1 here. And then we got Azad versus Jeremino. Another really good series here. Quite even players. Yeah, hard to say who is a favorite here. Jeremino versus Azad. Let's take a look at their civs. Azad will be playing as Ports, and Jeremino will be playing as Spain. Interesting. Spain is quite buffed, and there's some kind of hidden strategies coming out recently for Spain that seem to be really good. So we'll have to see how Spain looks in this event. So Port versus, did I read that right? Yeah, Ports versus Spain on Punjab, aka Arizona. That's a tough one. I'm gonna say Azad's gonna win that game 1, and then I think Azad will like lose game 2 and then win game 3. So I'm gonna give the point to Azad there, which would put the series to 2-2. And then we got Kaiser Klein versus Samwise. All of you guys should know both of these players. Obviously, we got Kaiser Klein, basically the greatest player in the ESOC era, and then we got Samwise, one of the goats, one of the all-time goats. So it should be a really good series here. Playing on Dakota. Okay, that's Mendocino again. Okay, so game 1 is going to be on Mendocino. Kaiser playing as French in game 1, and Samwise playing as Spain in game 1. Wow, that's going to be an interesting one. I'm going to give the edge to Kaiser there. I think Kaiser's going to find a way to win. He'll win game 1. And then Florida. Honestly, I think Kaiser's going to win game 2 also. I would have, if it was a different matchup, I would have said Sam would have won at least one game here. But I think Kaiser's actually going to 2-0 Sam here. But they're so good. Like, it's so hard for Kaiser to lose in a tournament or for anyone to ever make a prediction against Kaiser. But Sam definitely could, 2-0 Kaiser or just win the series. But I'm going to actually say that Kaiser will 2-0 Sam here. So Kaiser will get 1 more point for the Guardionians, which would then put the Guardionians, if I'm saying that right, up 3-2. Then we got Haza versus Mito here. Another really good series. These players have met before, 2 top-tier players. Let's take a look at their civs here. Haza while playing Inca. Okay. Oh man, it's so crazy getting one of the new civs in like one of the first like kind of tournaments. That's actually quite cool to see. Yeah, people have been saying that Incas are really strong lately. So yeah, I guess I'm kind of surprised he's the only one with Inca, but it also makes sense because we haven't had a ton of time to get comfortable with the new civs yet. So that's cool. Haza pulling out the Incas. So it's gonna be Inca versus Mito's French. Not really sure how that matchup plays out on Saguenay. Yeah, I'm not really sure how that plays out. Honestly, I'm gonna say Haz is gonna win that. I think he's gonna win game 1, and then Mongolia. I could see Midal winning game 2. These guys are always so close. It's so hard to predict who would win the series here, but I feel like Haz is gonna win that game 1 with the Incas, and then I think he's just gonna end up winning game 2. And these are all best of 3, so it's quite hard. Like, it feels weird saying that Midal's gonna not win a game versus Haz, but it's only a best of 3, so. Yeah, obviously, if you lose game 1 and then you just lose the next one, and that's just it. So, yeah, I think Haz is actually going to 2-0 Midal, but, yeah, obviously that's such hard prediction. Could go either way. But, yeah, I'll give Haz the point there, which would actually then put us up 4-2. Guardians against LLC. And then we have Optimus versus Age of Killer. Let's take a look at the Sievers. Optimus playing as Spain, and Age of Killer, aka Breeze, playing as Ports on Mongolia. I'm going to say that Breeze is going to win game 1. He'll probably win game 2 also. I think, or he could win 2-1. I think it'll be pretty close, but I'm going to give the win to Age of Killer, aka Breeze, giving LLC a win there, which would put them up to 3 points. So it looks like I am predicting that the Guardians will win this event 4-3. But it definitely could go the other way with myself. You know, predicting a pretty big upset, me versus Soldier. That's going to be quite big. If I could get a point for us there, that would be really big. But Soldier probably a decent favorite there. So yeah, with just one series turned around, I guess it really makes a giant difference. Since there's only like 7 series, so if one person loses a series, it's actually quite huge, obviously. But yeah, those are my predictions. Definitely, I'm really excited to play in this event, and maybe more so excited just to watch the event. It's gonna be a ton of fun with AoE3D. They've been making a lot of patches lately, improving the game since launch. So it's been a ton of fun, and yeah, I can't wait for tournaments to start really heating up. And I mean, things like this are really cool. It's just small little mini kind of tournaments and / events before any big major tournaments kick off. As we're kind of waiting for more updates and for the game to continually be improved, and also the holiday season coming up. Doesn't make sense to host major tournaments there, but definitely keep an eye out, guys. There's gonna be more tournaments in the future with AoE3D. This is just the beginning by far. It's gonna start heating up more and more, and it's gonna be a ton of fun. I honestly can't wait to see tournaments being hosted in AoE3D and just playing in tournaments. It's gonna be so much fun. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching this event myself. I'll be there with you guys in the chats on November 29th at 15 GMT at twitch.tv/ESOCTV. So those are my predictions, guys. Let me know if you guys like this video. I've been thinking about making videos like this for a long time, and with DE coming out, it makes sense. I might start making a lot of videos like this where I do predictions / since there wasn't much time to make this video, I just made kind of broad predictions of the whole event. But I may make videos where I pick one specific series, Hazard versus Midal, and I make a big video about my predictions before their series, and then I make a video summarizing their games and showing footage from their games and stuff, and kind of being like AoE3D news or something, it would be pretty cool maybe. So we'll see. I know it's hard to pump out YouTube videos all the time, but I think it could be pretty fun to make some type of videos like that. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that or not. And yeah, if there's a lot of demand for it, then I guess I'll definitely give it a try, at least for a little bit. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.